All right, everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Athlete. We're now on episode 13, and this week we're joined by Nico Stromberg on the men's tennis team. Nico, why don't you introduce yourself?
So I'm Nicolas Stromberg. I'm playing tennis here at Marymount. I'm a junior right now, and I'm a communications major. And thanks for having me.
So, today is actually a pretty special day. It's the first day of playoffs for the men's tennis team. What are you excited for most about that?
To continue winning, it's as simple as that. It's semifinal. We won against them last year, playing Marywood for the information. And it's going to be fun. Great day, great weather, extremely warm.
And you all play at Highland Park over in Crystal City. What is that like, not having that on-campus court?
Great question. As all my teammates, we wish we had a court on campus that would obviously help with all the crowd and just support in general. But it works. It works. We have 6 courts, so we're happy with that. We try to do the best of the situation, and it works.
And the tennis team here at Marymount has a bit of a unique quality where it's got players from all across the world. It's a very international team. First of all, why do you think that is? And second of all, how does that help the team bond, or does it ever get in the way of team bonding?
No, I would say it's opposite. Or to answer your first question, I have no clue why it is so international, why the team is so international. But it all started with Jeff Benito recruiting us, and he did a great job to get some good players the first year, 2019. So credits to him. We got Dorian, got me, got Brecht back then, and now we have Seb Dijkema, another Dutch guy. But it's great. It's fun. I think team bonding wise, I think as international players, as we all are international players, I think we're actually getting closer because of the reason we are from Europe.
And you're from Sweden, like you mentioned.
Correct.
What do you miss most about Sweden, and what do you like most about here?
The most about here is also the reasons why I came here is because of school and sports at the same time. It's that you basically can't find in the same way as in Europe. I would say also the food is for me better in Europe. In Sweden, I love the Swedish culture. I'm very biased there. So, but school wise, U.S. culture in general, also people in general. I love Europeans, I guess. No, nothing wrong with the U.S., but I all have good sides. Besides,
I won't take that too personally. So you also mentioned that you're a communications major as well. What drew your interest into that program?
Short answer, I would say I'm doing some class right now for journalism. I'm interested in that. It's all the working opportunities after doing the communication majors, I guess, was attractive. And I'm still not sure what to do with it, to be honest. But I find all the classes and I learn a lot, basically. And I have to see what I'm going to do with it, to be honest, but what the future holds. But I like it, and I think I'll figure something out.
Do you see yourself staying in America, or do you want to go back to Europe as soon as you graduate?
For now, it's back to Europe. Like I said, I prefer Europe. I love to study here and everything. But Europe, I'm going back probably, for now at least.
Now, what are some of your biggest hobbies outside of tennis?
Outside of tennis, it's I have a big motor interest, cars, I guess, interest on my dad's side especially. But no, I love sports also. I like all the sports. Paddle tennis, which is like a pickleball with walls for you American that doesn't know that what paddle tennis is. But what can I say? It is pretty much tennis, motorsports.
Do you have like a dream car or anything like that?
Porsche, I guess.
Any particular one?
911, I guess.
All
I
right.
don't know. It's
No love for the Koenigsegg. No love for the Swedish people.
Koenigsegg. I love them, but it's $3-4 million.
Gotta get to
it's
work.
Quite yeah.
You got to figure out what you can do with that communications major, and then maybe.
That's great. Yeah, good one.
Yeah, your coach also mentioned that you have a big fanaticism with shoes as well. I see you're wearing the Marymount color.
Yeah, tried to support Marymount, and it helped me to pay off some rent. So I wouldn't say I'm actually that interested in shoes. It's just have helped me along the way.
It's
here
just
in the
a little
US.
side hustle.
Americans are into shoes, so I guess I used the opportunity to buy and sell shoes.
So when talking about tennis, just going back to that, what would you say the big goal is for this season for the men's tennis team?
Sorry, one more time.
So for the men's tennis team, what would you be happy if you accomplished by the end of this season? What do you want that end goal to be?
Yeah, the goal is to play the NCAA finals, basically. So to make it to the last, I forgot the word, but yeah.
To the championship?
Yes, yeah, championship. So that would be the goal. It looks hard right now with the draw and everything compared to what schools are basically will make it into the draw most likely. So it doesn't look that good for us right now, but just crossing my fingers that it will happen.
So looking back, what initially kicked off your interest in tennis?
I would say it's thanks to my grandfather. He has played his whole life back in Sweden. Not on a professional level, but he played a lot back in Sweden, and he gave me a racket probably when I was like 3 years old, and we always played on the field outside of my country place, and I think that's where it all started. Also hitting against a wall when I maybe was like 5-6 years old on the tennis court close by. I think it's not more interesting than that.
I don't know if you know this, but there's still a video up from 2019 on YouTube of you looking to get recruited. So you can find that if you want, if you really look for it.
Yeah, please don't. I had to do that, and I don't know what to say about that. It was an experience, to say at least, to do that video.
And so what brought you to here, to Marymount specifically?
So like I said earlier, it was Jeff Benito that got in contact with me when I put out that video, I would say. Also, I had an agent back in Sweden who helped me out to recruit me to the US for the best specific needs or like the placement. I wanted to be close. I wanted to be as close to Europe, so I didn't want to fly to like California, for example. I don't know, but yeah.
Do you travel home very often?
No, I mean twice a year, Christmas and summers, and I stay for the summers for three months, and Christmas pretty much 1 month.
About how long is that flight?
Direct flight, I think it's like 9 hours.
Would you say that's difficult being so far away from home, or have you gotten used to it since you've come here?
Gotten used to it, but I definitely miss my friends and family in Sweden. No doubt. I've missed out some things in Europe for sure, but I also learned so much here. So I'm happy with it. But like I said, I'm probably going back to Europe after 4 years here. That's my plan.
So shifting a little bit, I want to talk about your coach, who has had multiple shout-outs on this show despite my best efforts.
Great guy.
What if you heard the name Tim Bainton, what would be the first word that would pop into your head?
Confidence. He's a character himself. He's been a very major part of the team. He has been a leader and also a professor, which he's also very proud about. He's doing a great job. I think he's also a father. He's companies on the side, a tennis team, 2 tennis, women's and men's. He has a lot to do, and he does it well, to say at least.
He actually had a few questions he wanted me to ask you.
Oh.
So the first one, I was surprised. I was taken aback. He asked, how have you seen the team grow over your time here at Marymount?
Yeah, it's grown for sure. Just like since freshman years, I feel like we always were like the women's team has grown, especially. I think we have like 3 or not 4 times the amount of people. Now we have like a proper women's team. To start with that, the men's team is also bigger, just from people-wise. It's grown, and it's the quality of just practice and schedule of matches throughout the year, throughout the fall and the spring has been better. So just, yeah, in general, it's been much better.
And being a part of the team for so long, you've sort of stepped into a leadership role. How would you say that's influenced both you as a person and also the team and how it is shaped?
Great question. I think in the team we are multiple leaders, I would say, though. But everyone is trying to help out. I've tried to help out with small things like stringing rackets for the team, to trying to drive people to practice or things like that. So yeah, it's the small things that matters. And if more people do those small stuff, I think the team is just growing slowly for the better.
Tim did have one more question he really begged me to ask, which is, what is it like to be coached by one of the best coaches in the world?
Yeah, confidence. It's great. He has his own ways of practicing us, but I like it. I do like it.
Could you go into that a little bit? His own way of practicing?
He has some great exercises for forehand and backhand and serve. It's not more complicated than that. He likes us to play matches against each other. For example, me playing Loasi, and that's internal joke, but yeah. No, he's great. He has some experience before also. He has a lot in his mind, and he's putting it out into action very well.
Do you see yourself ever wanting to go the coaching route once tennis is done?
So I am a coach back in Sweden every summer for 3 months. I do have my own, like organization, company, kind of, with another friend of mine. So I do work a lot as a coach back in Sweden for all ages. But here, yeah, it seems fun to be a coach, honestly. I understand why Tim took the job. It is very tempting, because you get to travel a lot, you get to hang out with a lot of good people with sharing the same interest, a lot of action in the team. A lot of things happens, and it's the experience itself is, yes. I would say short answer, yes. It's I probably would do it.
And you mentioned the travel. Obviously, with being a smaller team like tennis, I feel like those are opportunities to really bond on the bus. Would you say?
Yeah.
Could you go into that?
We get to hear a lot of good stories from players. Because the bus is not that big, we take the smaller vans. We get to hear every detail. We don't always want to hear all the details, but it's great.
Who would you say is the biggest storyteller on the team?
If it's not Team Bait, then it is Loasi.
All right. Well, Nico, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Good luck today in your match.
Appreciate it.
And that'll do it here.